Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Moving forward with these build videos, I want to make them faster and more to the point for those that just want the build, and I'll leave the gameplay at the end for those that want to see it in action and learn how to use it. This build is a mashup of two older builds in a new sandbox with a fun twist. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and let's get right into it. For our exotic armor piece, we are going to be rolling with good old Celestial Knighthawk. For anyone not in the know, this exotic gives your Golden Gun Super one overpowered shot. Something most players don't know is that Precision Final Blows reduce super cooldown, will pair nicely with our mods and stat boosts. This will give us our supercharged Golden Gun pretty frequently actually. For our exotic weapon, we are rocking Still Hunt. This sniper has a special interaction with our Nighthawk to give its Golden Gun form a single supercharged shot as well. This paired with Transcendence and Artifact mods will put up some surprisingly good DPS. If you do not have this exotic for any reason, the only other weapon I would swap this out with is Whisper of the Worm. This solar sniper, when paired with the same artifact mods, will also boost its already fantastic DPS. The subclass is prismatic, so we can take advantage of a multitude of debuffs and play for survivability on an otherwise damage-based exotic armor piece. The one downfall to Nighthawk builds has always been its ad clear and general play outside of a boss fight. Well, I'm here to fix that. Our super is of course Golden Gun. This is our only option when paired with Nighthawk. Our dodge is Gamblers, so we can get our melee back instantly and keep the infinite loop going. Our melee is Combination Blow. This will allow us to stack our melee damage and begin an infinite melee loop. Our grenade is the Dusk Field, which will slow and freeze targets, making them much more susceptible to damage. Getting into aspects, the first is Winter's Shroud. This will slow targets when dodging near them and boost our class stat further. This paired with our other aspect, Threaded Spectre, allows us to slow and leave a clone that draws enemy attention when dodging. This aspect will also give us Threadlings and a Strand Explosion. Coming down to the fragments, we are rocking Facet of Dawn, which will make us radiant through melee hits. Facet of Protection, which grants damage resistance when surrounded. Facet of Blessing, which grants health regen on melee final blows. Facet of Ruin, which increases the size and damage of shattering frozen targets and increases the area of solar ignitions for our sniper. Lastly, we are rocking Facet of Justice, which makes ability final blows explode in Transcendence. This one can be swapped out with the Facet of Purpose, which will grant restoration on an orb pickup if you feel you need the extra survivability. Looking at our stats, our primary stat we are rocking is 150 melee to boost our melee as high as possible for that extra damage. Our secondary stat that we are going for is Super. This is to get our reach in and damage up as much as possible. For our tertiary stat, we are hitting class ability to make sure we have enough for our infinite melee loop. Any other stats available I would dump into weapons for extra damage on Still Hunt and the rest of your guns. For the stat mods, rock whatever is best for you to hit those high triples. If you just want these mods exactly and you don't want the explanation, screenshot now. On the helmet, we are using Hands on Hands for bonus super energy with melee kills, Kinetic Siphon for extra orbs, and Super Font mod to boost our super damage higher through the stat bonus. On the arms, we are rocking Heavy-Handed for orbs on melee final blows, Impact Induction, which reduces our grenade cooldown, dealing damage with our melee, and lastly, a Melee Font mod to further boost our melee damage through the stat bonus. On the chest, feel free to rock whichever damage resist mods suit you. The only one you definitely should be using is the Melee Damage Resist for close proximity enemies. For the legs, we are rolling with Stacks on Stacks for an extra armor charge to keep our mod stat boosts going at all times, as well as recuperation for free health on orbs, and a solar weapon surge to boost our Still Hunt damage. Lastly, on the cloak, we are rocking Bomber, which reduces our grenade cooldown when using our class ability near targets, Time Dilation, which will keep our armor charges going for longer, and last but not least, Reaper, which will give us extra orbs after using our dodge. Starting off our artifact mods, we are using Incendiary Rifle rounds, which will allow our solar snipers to cause ignitions. Next, we have Creeping Chill, which will give us frost armor and a slowing burst when defeating frozen targets. I wasn't even running this in the gameplay, by the way. This makes it so much easier to proc literally everything in the build. Next, we are rocking Solar Fulmination, which increases our ignition damage and radius. Now we have Radiant Orbs, which gives us Radiant every time we pick up an orb on Prismatic. For the next one, you can swap out whatever you want really, but I am using Targeting Auto Loader, which reloads and increases damage for my Chroma Rush. Now we come over to Transference, which will give us an increase to our grenade damage while Transcendent, and give us energy back to our Transcendence with Weapon Final Blows. Lastly, we are rocking Sniper's Meditation. Landing hits with a sniper stacks damage, stability, and reload. For my drip, I kept the original Nighthawk look and blended it with a clean, shiny paladin/knight kind of look. If you want to copy this, feel free. Just wait till you see my drip on the next build, it is absolutely peak. Back when I said this was 2 builds smashed into one, this is where it counts. The main gameplay loop here is the same one of the Liar's Handshake prismatic build of dodge, melee, repeat. In order to do this now, we need a boosted class stat. I have mine at 100 to play it safe, but anything above 70 should do the trick. Our combination blow, when paired with the stat, is going to give us our dodge back, which will give us our melee back, allowing for infinite 3 times stack on combination blow, which is important to stack damage without an exotic to do so. We are going to pair this infinite melee loop with our slow and dusk field to freeze as many targets as possible, allowing us to shatter groups of enemies and deal big damage to chunky ones without a melee damage exotic. We are going to pair this infinite melee loop with our slow and dusk field to freeze as many targets as possible, allowing us to shatter groups of enemies and deal big damage to chunky ones without a melee damage exotic. This is going to allow us to take full advantage of Nighthawk's huge damage that can be used on any target that won't survive the melee. So essentially, you are utilizing an infinite freeze melee combo in tandem with your crazy high damage super to absolutely clear any encounter you could possibly need to. The gameplay you are watching is of a solo flawless lawless frontier. It's a mouthful. Now I'm going to let the gameplay take over before the outro. Enjoy. With this build, you'll be able to take on any content you want, even if it's just to nuke strike bosses. I got plenty more build videos on the way, and a brand new series where we take 2 blueberries through every campaign in Destiny 2, so be on the lookout for the first episode of that soon. Thank you so much for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.
We still on D3.